Hi guys. Today I'm going to have a little bit of a chat about the Fountain Tarot, some of my thoughts, sort of a mini review I guess if you will. Many people have already done a review on this, so I'm not going to actually show the whole deck. I just wanted to have a little bit of a talk about some of my thoughts about some of the cards and the overall kind of beautiful design, etc. So this is an independent deck. It actually cost me a fair bit to get it shipped to New Zealand, but boy was it worth it. It comes in, you know, one of the most beautiful boxes that I've seen, a lovely holographic ends, and the holographic it is actually holographic here as well, but it's just picking it up in the right light. But it is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a magnetic clasp. It opens up as such. It says, "You are the voice and the breath of universes." The backs are absolutely beautiful, prismatic kind of lovely pastel-y. Pinks and greens are kind of my favourite combination. It's got the beautiful ribbon to help remove everything. It's got a great little guidebook. Again, it's got the holographic. Great little guidebook. In fact, you could use this with any sort of tarot, I think. So the deck was created by Jonathan Size, written by Jason Gruhl, and designed by Andy Tadaro. I'm a bit late doing a review for this, but I've been sort of wanting to for a while. But as I'm going to do with a lot of my decks, but yeah, beautiful. I'm not going to go into any great depth about the book. It's got a few spreads. It discusses the imagery a little bit, and it has a sort of a page for each card. Keywords at the top, a sort of overall meaning, the meaning upright, and the reversal meaning. And I highly recommend it. It does come with a card which says, "We hope the Fountain Tarot brings you joy, clarity, and inspiration," which is lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to get this out of my way for now. Now, I've actually, as I say, I'm not going to discuss the whole deck. I've just pulled a few cards out that I sort of wanted to discuss. The colour's beautiful. The cardstock is gorgeous. It's like a silky kind of matte finish. They are gilded silver. Absolutely beautiful. So let me just find the ones that I have picked out. So I'll just sort of do a little kind of a flick through of, you know, what you can kind of expect from some of the imagery in the deck. I'm not going to discuss any of these cards. Gorgeous colours, very modern interpretations, very contemporary feel, very sort of psychological, intellectual sort of a deck. Some would probably describe it as a hipster deck. Being an Aquarian, I'm not really hugely into sort of fairies and you know, that really new agey kind of. So this really sort of speaks to me with its sort of analytical slope. Gorgeous colours. I mean, look at the yellows and it feels beautiful in the hand. I love the sort of modern interpretations. Could you work with it directly? That's fantastic. Could you work with this without a knowledge of the Rider-Waite? I think you probably could, although having a knowledge of the Rider-Waite will help. Absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. The Hermit. So, sorry if my light is terrible. Oh, the moon, gorgeous. The colour is just, I can't even begin to. The yellows and greens that are used, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now if I can just get these ones out of the way. There's a few that I have picked out to discuss. Okay, so we've got a few here that I just wanted to sort of have a bit of a chat about, whether I like them or... so this is the sun. I love the light rays. I love how they have the little refractions of light. A lot of people don't really like this card. I like the way that she's swinging on a sunbeam. You know, I think that's quite cute. It's a nice interpretation of the sun. No, I like that. The Nine of Swords, a favourite of many, that creeping sense of doom, that sort of sense of something dark in the night creeping towards you and you can't get away from it. The anxiety card, of course, that's the Nine of Swords. Fabulous. So I'll just lighten that up slightly. The Eight of Wands has a real sense of speed and focus and like a goal or a what do you call it? A destination. No, not destination. What's the word I'm thinking of? A sense of aim, you know, aiming for something. Beautiful sense of movement in that card. The Tower, even though it doesn't have any of the sort of the traditional lightning strike and people falling from the tower, it's the top part, which has become very top heavy, is on fire. And it's going to collapse so that we can re-establish balance here at the bottom. So I really like that interpretation. Re-establishing balance. As I say, the light, the way that light is sort of portrayed in this deck is just... The beams of light and the refracted kind of absolutely gorgeous. This card, the Seven of Pentacles. Now, I can't help but think of Gordon Ramsay. For some reason, there's Gordon Ramsay with his cabbages or lettuces, and that's actually works really well with that, with the meaning of the Seven of Coins. The kind of gathering of resources and harvest, and after the work you've put in. The Six of Swords, I've seen a lot about people saying that because they're in a kayak, although I'm not actually sure it is a kayak. I think it just might be a small paddle boat, but they're saying they're facing the wrong way, although I see this kind of as the ramp, that they've just gone down the ramp and they've just set off. So maybe they'll do a U-turn and turn around, but it doesn't sort of bother me that they're facing forward. I think, you know, they're heading towards this kind of island or land over here, but yes, I see these are swords, but I also see it as the ramp of a dock, you know. And they've just gone whoosh down from the trailer or the ramp. The King of Pentacles. Now he's a character, sort of chubby, old, bespectacled guy in a suit. But I kind of look at it like he's in a bunker. He's got all his riches and he's shut himself away in this underground bunker, going, yeah, you know, everyone else everyone else may be fucked, but I'm all right here, underground with all my riches. You know, he's in control, but yeah, I see this as an underground bunker. Totes. This is the extra card. I haven't actually done a lot of looking into this card, so I won't discuss it. It is beautiful. It's sort of about infinity and the all. The all, the everything, the... But as I say, I haven't really looked into this one too much yet. Never comes up for me. I do leave it in the deck. Death. Now I really like this. To me, it's like crossing a threshold. Moving towards the light, crossing a threshold from one existence into another. So that's why, you know, some people seem to be confused. They don't understand this sort of at the bottom. It's also, to me, it's not quite like the bottom part is quite hazy. You're not too sure what you're, you know, what's on the other side. But yeah, it's about crossing a threshold to me. The Wheel of Fortune, I think, is a great depiction of a gyroscope, the way a gyroscope kind of moves in all directions. Not just up and down, but sideways and you know, vertically, horizontally, diagonally. And it never sort of remains in one place. The Queen of Coins. Now what struck me about this is the beautiful colour. She's a lovely depiction with the greens, etc. And she's a woman of colour, which is nice to see. But what struck me is the topiary. The topiary of the trees. So she really molds her world. You know, she creates her world. She structures it. She sort of trims it to her liking. Yeah, I really do love the depiction, how they've put topiary in there. She's the creator, you know. She's the creative queen, the nurturing, and she's cut her own destiny. The Emperor I love. I'm so sick and tired of seeing sort of the Emperor depicted as this sort of all-encompassing father, authoritative kind of figure. I love the fact that this is a guy inside a box. He's, you know, he's all about creating structure, foundation, building. I love that. Creating a strong foundation. and the reds of the kind of Aryan red. And finally, if I can actually pick it up, the Three of Swords. It seems to be a water droplet or a bubble, which is interesting that it's pierced with the swords and it hasn't broken, but it sort of shows the fragility of the heart. You know, how fragile the heart is, but also how strong it can be in the face of turbulent, you know, with the turbulent, I sort of see that it could be a mountain. I'm sort of seeing it as a choppy kind of ocean, a really turbulent ocean at the moment. But you know, how strong the human heart can be in the face of turbulent emotions. And there's even a little rainbow sort of showing hope. So, yeah, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That's all I'm going to say about this deck today, really. Absolutely beautiful. You know, highly recommended. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. All right, ta-da, cheery.